Hi, I'm Lachlan, and this is my project, Lost Stories. Lost Stories is primarily a project about sight and the embedded narratives contained within them that are mostly overlooked. This project aims to reveal some of these narratives, combining modern augmented reality technology with traditional ways of knowing. The project began with an exploration of the site and its troubled histories. Years of Scout occupation, as well as the devastating 1983 Ash Wednesday fires, has left the site in a state of disrepair. The site contains a series of existing abandoned halls and sheds, as well as fire roads, building rubble, and campsites from Scout occupation. Further, there is evidence of Aboriginal settlement on site, with at least 2 separate artifact sites found on meeting places. Initially, this site was documented through a series of digital and film stills, as well as a series of short videos. The history of site is illustrated in a ghost-like form, with the larger history of the site shown to visitors in the projected overlay when they first enter the park. This overlay begins a process of thinking that is required to fully unpack the site, understanding its broader history, pre-colonization to present. In order to tell the stories of sight and to promote a new way of knowing, a mapping was devised which would identify the extensive range of details within sight. Elements such as animal movements, species occurrences, topography and building footprints, as well as trails and roadways, were included in the map to illustrate its richness. This mapping was a baseline to further explore sight and to better understand how the augmented reality system could come into play to discover stories. The augmented reality journey begins at the abandoned hall, wherein visitors are set up with the headsets and sent off to explore the site. This journey is self-guided, however, a few points of interest are indicated on the inbuilt map, as well as callouts with specific information about species, tracks, droppings, and site elements which occasionally enter your field of view through the headset. Moments are then sent back to the displays live, located at the repurposed hall, so that other visitors can gain perspectives aside from their own, further enabling a learning of sight and a way of observing. The hall is also drastically changed, with any weather ceiling removed and a small open air space constructed using traditional techniques connected to one end. The small addition sits lightly on the ground, and promotes traditional ways of learning and knowing, being constructed of bark found on site. This edition is primarily used to facilitate the AR experience, as well as act as a community learning space, wherein events such as cultural burning, community meetings, and traditional construction workshops are held year-round. Overall, Lost Stories is a project which promotes a new way of understanding sight. No longer should we use standard Western cartography to precisely measure and document, but we should understand it as a culmination of narratives, an archive of the past and present, and a way to learn about how to better manage the land in the future.